Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I figure why not, as I talked about all the others, why not this one? That being A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master. That's right, The Dream Master. Now I remember talking about Making of a Nightmare, which basically come out the same year as this, and basically was the same year as this, because it was on the making of this being Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. No fault for Team Master. I actually think Team Master is a dud one. The only issue is did they have to kill off the fucking Team Warriors? I remember saying it, and I'm a man of my word. Did they have to go and kill the Team Warriors off? Because it made everything they went through in that one pointless. Made it pointless. Think about it. Team Tay, Joey, Tristan, all they went through in Elm Street 3, the Team Warriors, it made it fucking pointless. Made it pointless. But the rest of the film, I like. Right? I like. I do know that when they were doing that one, the old Tristan, which I don't know fucking why, because they kill her off in this anyway. They kill her off. Betty gets hold of her and says, "No, nobody feeps," and falls in a bug of fucking hot water and burns her to death. So what was the whole point? But there was reasons why the actors didn't want to prize the role, so they don't want to do another actress. But other than that, I still like the film. I like the film. So it come out the following year after Gene Warriors in 1988, and it's down the follows on. You got a date song going something about you can't feed. It's funny enough, it's somebody actress, thinking Tuesday, I remember her name, who it was appears as Tristan. So she sings in this sound, warning, that was it. Warning from a nightmare. I can't go to sleep, and I'm warning from a nightmare. I'm not doing the rest. But shows a local girl, on her house. You've got Tuesday coming into it. And it turns out there's no Fed there, and because she's had them powers that she can bring people into a team, she brings back Joey and she brings Team Tay. They're all having a go at her, saying you're going to stir it up, you're going to stir it up. And long and behold, it does. It brings back Fedder. So Freddy comes back. But I do love the practical special effects in this. I love them. Brilliant practical. I would miss practical effects. That's why I'm still going to be doing my favourite practical special effect moments. I'm still going to be doing them. I'm going to roll on that. But I do love the bit where the bones come back, the sting comes back, and long behold, Wobbit England plays his role again as Vedder in his fourth outing. And when you think about it, 88 was a good year for Wobbit England. You know what I mean? He did The Making of a Nightmare, he did the TV show Freddy's Nightmares. He directed a film called 976 Evil. Directed that, so he did a bit of directing in all the movies. He did that good there for Wobbit England when you think about it in 1988. So he's appearing in this. So I love the bit where he comes in it and he says, "Shouldn't have buried me. I'm not dead yet." He kills, if I remember, Team Tay, and that's a bit what pisses me off. I do love the effect. I forgot to say it in Making a Nightmare, how they did that. It was all done by Joy Cars in the same place where he was buried. But I'd like to say he kills him. Then he kills Joey, who jumps out of a water bed, says the line, which I remember saying the making of, "How's this for a wreck team?" Kills him. And like I said, he kills remember right there, kills Tristan, falls in hot water. But then there's this other girl called Alice. Who the fuck is Alice? We're about to find out. So Alice is this girl. She's a bit shy. You've got the idea she's got a brother who's studying martial arts, and the father's a bit of a drunken prick. He lost a wife, the mum. So he sort of takes it out on the kids. And Alice gets sucked into the team, and when she dies, Tristan, she shucks out and gives her the powers which can people into the team. And that's basically the idea. But I just felt, why kill the team warders off? Why don't you just have Alice, who really do have similar powers as Tristan? That's how I would have fucking done it, because it just made everything they went through in that one fucking pointless, all for them to get fucking killed. That's my only issue, but it's not a rant. I still love Elm Street 4. Compared to the fifth one, I think it's fucking Darbits. This one I could pick any day of the week. If we come to a comparison, I would do Elm Street 5. You got the shittiest bonk scene, you got 3 deaths, alright, the bit he do some. But Fede barely does anything. You got this fucking weird little demonic baby. They bring back Freddy's fucking mum, the nun, which I never rated in that one. It's not a dud. It's not a dud. Robert England does the best he can do, but even you can see Robert England his art wasn't in that one because he was too beat after doing this and all the other stuff he did. That's a different story. But this one I do like. I do, because like I say, Alice gets the powers and else he can bring people into the team. And I've got to admit, some of the death scenes are creative. As this one there and Freddy gets her and he says that line, trying to suck face. And he looks like he's basically snogging her, but he's not. He's actually sucking the life out of her. Which, funny enough, they kind of copied that in another film. Same there. Being Hellraiser 2, Hellbound, similar to death. So it's not like I like today. And the best death of all is this one dude who does weightlifting. And he says a line, no brain, no Dame. Cusses her fucking arms and rips her arms off and she turns into a bug. I do remember seeing the making of that. And I remember the death scene with, not as to remember, but there's a death scene with Alice's brother who does martial arts. Funny enough, if I remember right, there's a scene where he uses nunchuckers, which I do believe was cut from this concept in the UK originally. So it was a lot of the Bruce Lee films, famous nunchucker scenes, and then the other martial art films, not martial arts, was cut out of the film. Have to say now, you can actually see that in its tap. He gets killed by Fede, not as memorable as the other death scenes, but then Alice decides she's had enough. She's had enough. She's going for fucking broke. So I do like the bit where Freddy tries to outsmart her and she's in the cinema and she gets sucked in. And he says that line, the surface doesn't kill you, the food does. And he's having that pizza. That was a bit cool. He got the pizza off a brother and he stabs it with his Freddy stuff. He does that. Tasty little meatballs. Bring me more. So it sounded like Freddy an arsehole at that bit, but that's Freddy for you. But I do love the bit where he's fucking with her and he rewinds every 2 minutes to kill that dude. When I said he turns into a bug. There's a bit where he's gone in a box and he says that. You can leave. Nothing that you can come, but you cannot leave. And trusts herself. Really, no fucking about. Definitely ruthless in this one. But she talks as a car accident. That's an old being who she falls for. They managed to save his life again. The fifth one, they make that fucking pointless and all. I'll get to that. And when I do the review. But she decides to go after Fede. But I do love the epic death in it. She dies to fight Fede, but Fede's got the souls of the children, as he mentioned in that one. But for some reason, if you saw a mirror of Fede, it kills him. It's never been mentioned in any of the others, but it's a film. I went with it. So she gets a mirror, it shows his affection, and this is a bit where I do remember saying in the making of A Nightmare, you had all these people with rats on, stripped naked, so they're all coming out of his chest. These were real people, not his fucking computer shit. And they get his jaw, they rip his face wide open, his spirits come out, and Freddy drops dead. That's been one of the best death scenes in most of the Freddy films. So you got the soul saying bye, bye, like kids. You get the day after, you got Alice's fucking up there. She falls a stone. She's perfecting a Freddy in the water, but typical sequel bait ending. But I have to say, it doesn't have your downbeat ending like most of them. It doesn't have a fucking jump scare like it did in 1, or a jump scare like it had in 2 with the bus scene, or the fucking sort of like, is Freddy going to come back? I forget saying this and all. Then the ending of number 3, the toy house, the guy in it who killed Freddy. You do see a light come on, giving you a feeling, is Freddy going to come back? They do sort of do that, a little secret bait ending, and then it walks off. You've got a deep bit of music in it. And I do like the song called If You've Gone to Me, on me. Being on me. But there's one song called Don't Be Afraid of Your Dreams, which I do remember they used the opening for one of my favourite people influenced me to do YouTube videos, that being Rambo for Life. I tried doing an animated video, but it never really worked off. One day on the road, I might do another opening where I do have my own animated video to do my channels, which will be pretty cool one day around the road. But I do like the fact that you do get that, which you use a little bit in the opening of Rambo for Life. So I do actually like that. My only issue is that died as when I said killed Freddy. I didn't bring him in this one. Was he not asked? Was he doing another movie? Because I'd love to have seen him come back, the one that defeated Freddy. But they weren't to be. The only other issue is, did they have to kill the fucking Team Warriors off? Keep repeating it. It made everything they went through fucking pointless just for Freddy to kill them anyway. You know what I mean? If you're going to go that route, I don't have them in the film. But I do like, I respect that the dad do something different. See? Sometimes I can go for different. That Freddy was trying to kill the new kids on the block. You know what I mean? It's like Elm Street 2 gets a lot of shit because it's had to do something different, but Elm Street 4 gets the praise. But I still like Elm Street 4. Rewind back, the only bit I don't like is them killing the Team Warriors off. But everything else, I like. I like the practical effects. I like the fact Robert England still delivers a good performance as Freddy. I like that. I like everything about it. Yeah, the fifth one, I ought to just rewind or fast forward. I do not like it. If I do that, it will have to be a review. It will have to be a rant. There's bits I like about it, and there's bits where it just goes a bit down from this one. But I do like the fact that the studio got Alice in it. I think she plays a really, really good role in it. I just wish they had it in the sixth Elm Street film, but for some reasons, never got to be. Different story. But nevertheless, this one came out in 88. Go to me all the 80s marathon. Put into them. Be smart. Be safe. And I'll see you later. And fuck it. An 8-star rating for me. See you later.